It was one of Tuesdays on Tasman's hoop door, and George was feeling miserable. "Good morning," said Caroline. "Good. What's got about you?" You're in a bad mood. Whatever's the matter?" "I'm fed up, stuck in my shed with nothing to do. I'd rather be back on flattening the cement." "Oh, a fence that tells me that I couldn't find anything to do." "What are those?" he said, eyeing something on the wall. "Those?" replied Caroline. "Well, they're a bag of what the gardeners to have to grow some beans." "I'll have these. Remember the story of Jack and the Beanstalk in the bookshop? It's just what I need. I'll cook a huge beanstalk and I'll climb out of her." "Yes, but you do understand." "Who stopped me? My mind's made up." And George dashed off with some of the beans. His driver had a shovel, so Electra, puzzled, helped him with finding a place to plant them. George came to Madonna finding a field big enough for hoop to had it for the purpose. This looks like the perfect spot. A little later, George planted 3 beans. Come on, beans. The sooner you go, the sooner I'll get out of her," he said, just as Bertie took up. "Who, I thought there was hoopworks, but there's none. What are you up to?" George told him to go away because he wanted new prying eyes. "Please yourself," said Bertie, and drove off. Some hours later, the handle steamed up, see George standing in the field. "I'm not letting you pry on what I'm planting," said George. "I wasn't stopping anyway," said Sandal. As the move of Tasman's hoop door, George waited for signs of growth. All that night and all the next day, but nothing came, except with George Wood. "Who, George? What are you doing? Waiting for the grass to grow?" "Not exactly. It's my beans. They seem to be a very long time coming. I can't understand what's wrong with them." What you need is fertilizer. I think I saw some by a shop nearby," said George. "Oh, you couldn't get it for me, could you?" asked George. "Oh, I wouldn't. It's terrible smelly stuff. I wouldn't touch it," said George, steaming off. "Right, I'll get it myself," and he set off to find it. Meanwhile, Bertie and Sir Handel were discussing about George's strange behaviour. "Perhaps he's clogged up in the funnel or something," said Bertie. "Yes, I think we should see if he's all right," said Sandal. George had found the fertilizer and spread it over the beans, and in the process, while taking off the bag, it leaked on him. "Now we should see some action," and then he sniffed. "Oh, George is right about the smell." "Oh, what's that terrible pong?" "Oh, it's just my bean fertilizer." "Oh, it's not. It's you. You're covered in it." "Oh, my poor move, said Bertram. Just then Caroline swooped up. Poor! What's that terrible smell? Sir Handel whispered to her about George's problem. Ah, those beans were from me, right? Asked Caroline. Yes, replied George. Well, no wonder they're not growing. They're apple seeds. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. I know. You need a wash from this bucket I picked up from the Woodland petrol station shop. George's driver picked up the bucket so he could wash off the fertilizer. That's better, he said when he was cleaned up. I think I like it. After all, it's good to be with friends. Especially ones that do not smell, said Bertram. Oh, look, George, said Caroline. Your apple seeds have grown into an apple tree. Oh, it looks pretty. They'll not be good for climbing except you can eat them, the apples, said George. That was something to do.